Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram. And welcome to Flosstube number, I don't know, I didn't check. It'll be on the screen. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. We have had an influx in subscribers, and I know from what. I will get into that in a second. But if you are new, this is my little corner of YouTube where I talk about all things cross-stitching. This little corner is where Ross decides to pop up and say whatever he wants. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks since my last video. It's been an eventful 2 weeks. Not much really life-wise has happened. I've been trying to catch up from work. It is what it is. But Wish happened. So, Winter in Stars Hollow, the final Stars Hollow retreat from the Black Needle Society happened just this past weekend, same weekend as Easter. What a weekend. It was so much fun. It was mostly all highs. There were a couple of little bits that had happened. I'm not going to get into those. The people that know what happened. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm not going to get into the detail. So Winter in Stars Hollow happened Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I was awake at like 2 a.m. every single day. It did start at like midnight my time, gave myself a little bit of wiggle room. So jumped on at about 2 o'clock every morning. Jumped on with my stitchy friends. Did the challenges, did the stash dives, did the digital dives, and it was just an amazing weekend in general. I did win a digital dive, so there will be a prize pack coming from the Black Needle Society, and it is pretty cool. I won a Gilmore Girls trivia question, so I've got a prize coming for that as well. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. So the influx in my subscribers is because of my lovely friends who shared that we needed, I think it was like 140 something to get to 2,000 subscribers so Ross can learn how to cross stitch, and we are sitting at 1877 today, so not many to go. So thank you so much. I know my friend Erin shared it in the Still City Stitches retreat group as well, so if you've come over from there, hello. I really appreciate it. I do want to give a massive shout out to the lovely people that I primarily shared this retreat weekend with in the chat rooms. And that is Chloe from Miss Chloe SW. She is here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Everyone that I mentioned, I'll link and spell their details down below. Cece Gilmore, they are on YouTube under, I always get this wrong, GGKCS, I believe. If I've done that correctly this time, yay me. Like I said, everyone will be linked and spelled down below. And then, so they're the two that have YouTubes. The rest do not, but a massive shout out to Mel, Jamie, Amanda, Erin with an I, Erin with a Y, and Jen. Jen, I believe in one of the rooms actually said I was one of the first Flosstubes she watched, and that led her down a rabbit hole, and I'm like, that's so sweet. It's so nice. So thank you so much to these lovely people that I shared chat rooms with. It was amazing. It was so much fun. We had a lovely weekend, which brings me into my finish, because I did finish the Winter in Stars Hollow pattern, and this is what it looks like. So this is a total of 9,025 stitches, the majority of which I did this weekend. So this is stitched on an 18 count white 2/1 with the code 4. In person, this variegated. I'm not a fan because you can barely see the snowflakes, but in the camera, I can see them. So obviously it mustn't be too bad. So yeah, so this is winter. I have finished autumn and spring. I am so close to finishing summer, and once I do, that will also, I'll also show that, because I have plans on finishing these into a cube. So we'll see if I'm able to do that. But yeah, Winter in Stars Hollow is done. It's really sad that it's over. But you know, next year's is going to be really good whenever that gets formally announced and released as to what is taking over Stars Hollow. Okay, that is my finish. I have 2 new starts since I saw you last. The first one was just after my last video, and that is this like filigree lace dragon that I saw on a Witchy Stitcher like Whip Wednesday post that someone posted. It's not a Witchy Stitcher chart, someone just shared that they were stitching it and I was obsessed. Bought the patterns and decided I needed to start one. So I did. And this is what I've done. If you can hear the crinkling, I'm really sorry. I'm knocking my haul. So this is on an 18 count. I don't know, by Crafty Leanie. It's Crafty Leanie fabric, I know that much, and it's an 18 count. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called, but it's a recent fabric of the month. It looks like sky. So that is where I'm up to. This needle minder is from Ginger Stitch AU. It's one of the mini minders, which I absolutely love. So it's in the Q-Snap because I'm still working on it. Actually, pretty much everything I'm showing you from now on is in the Q-Snap because, you know, I've been working on them. That was one new start. The second new start I did was as a reward if I finished the Winter in Stars Hollow pattern during the retreat, and I did. So I started this pattern during the retreat also, and it is the Scary Sampler by Heartstring Samplery. Totally not my normal jam, but I blame every single person that has shown this, that has spoken about this, that is working on it in a Flosstube, because the enablement is real. And I'm stitching this on an even weave because, like, who am I? So this is my start, which is a fairly chunky start. This is about 2 days worth of work, and not 4 days either. So this is stitched on a 32 count Tea Rose even weave that I got from Sew It All Australia. I am using the called for overdyed, except for the words, which I'm just doing in 310 because I have a whole cone, and I wasn't going to get the, I think the called for is Raven. So solid progress for a couple of days. Yeah, and like I'm working on even weave for a non-fancy lady. This needle minder, which is a glow in the dark minder, is from Ginger Stitch AU. I actually shared a photo of this in my story of it glowing the other day. If I have the photo on my phone, I'll get Ross to put in a picture of what it looks like, but they glow so intensely and I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's from Ginger Stitch AU. I'm absolutely loving this, and I had to put it down, otherwise this literally would have been the extent of my video because I had not worked on anything else other than Wish the Dragon and this until yesterday, Tuesday. No, not yesterday, Tuesday. So we would have been stuck with, you know, 2 new starts and a finish and no whips. But I decided to jump on, do the weeklies for fandom, or start the weeklies for fandom. So at least then I had more to show than just the 3 projects. So there was a prompt for Stitch on Something Musical, and I said birds can sing and singing is musical. I don't even know if these birds can sing, but this is the Kiwi from the December Down Under series by Lindy Stitches, and this probably got like 300 and something stitches. But this is where I'm up to. And I know exactly what I put in. I put in the stocking, I put in the grey line under the white, I put in the green, and then I filled in this block in the barbecue of the Kiwi. This is on a, I can't remember if it's a 16 or an 18 count that I had hand dyed myself, but they're all done on this shade of like a yellowy green for Australia. So this is my little kiwi. My stitch needle minder is from Inchworm Designs, and that's in a 6-inch Q snap, for reference. There's actually not much to go on this. There's only probably like 600 or 700 stitches. Not much, which is like really big when you think that like the whole thing is almost 2,000 stitches, 18 something stitches, but crazy town. All right, next up, one of the prompts was to work on something that reminds you of Australia. And I saw that one of my friends posted that they worked on Wish for that prompt, because they started it in a chat room with 2 Aussie stitches. I'm one of the Aussie stitches, and the other Aussie stitcher is Chloe. So I love that. I saw that and that gave me a giggle. But I picked up my Australia flag from Vivsters as part of the 2024 Quaker Flag Sale. I'm not 100% sure what the hashtag is, but it's part of the 2024 Quaker Flag stitch along. This is where I'm up to. I'm stitching this. I'm going to fold it because it's just really in an awkward place. I'm stitching this on a 25 count even weave. I'm pretty sure this is antique white, with the called for DMC. I ran out of my thread on my needle to finish this box, so I need to go back and finish the box. Yeah, I put in the rest of this box, part of this box, this weird line that I need to finish, and the red, and then part of this as well. And that's 1/1 full cross. Needle minder is from Ginger Stitch AU. So that's where I got up to on that one. I'm loving the 25 count 1/1 full cross for like delicate pieces like this. Full coverage, 2/1 tent, because no one wants to be sitting there working on BAPs for forever like me, because it takes me forever to do them. And the final project I have worked on so far for the past 2 weeks is for another prompt for fandom, and it is stitch on something lizard or lizard-like, and dragons are lizard-like, at least in my brain. In my brain they are. So I pulled out Dragon Phoenix by Cute Patterns by Maria, because I haven't worked on this in a long time. And I'm literally filling in all of the half stitches. So this, it's partially under the Q-snap, but this is where I'm up to. So at the moment I am, where am I stitching? Well, I just finished a piece. Anyway, I'm working on some purples, but I'm doing the half stitches. So I filled in a bunch of like the yellowy orange half stitches. I did some purple ones just on the outside here. And then I'll go in and finish some more half stitches, just to get some of this filled in. I've got it in 8x11 Q-snap vertically, because it fits more of the spacing that I'm working on. Normally I work in an 8x8, but this one, just to do a lot of the colors that are up here are also down here, so I just wanted to like color complete the half stitches if I can, and then I can work on the full crosses, and then a ton of back stitching. I have started back stitching up here. You can barely see it, so we'll see what it looks like once that's done. But I work on this and I love working on this, and then I stop working on it and I forget about it and I pull it back out and I love working on it again. So, you know, it's a cycle. But yeah, that's where it's up to. I might work on this for a couple more days and see how I go. I know the April release for the Black Needle Society Celebrate Year Round Stitch Along, Celebrate All Year, I think it's called. I always get the name wrong. that release has come out and it is amazing and I cannot wait to stitch that, but I don't have fabric. So I ordered fabric from number 12 Stitch Co. because they had similar colors to the called for Witchelt, and we can't get Witchelt here. So I wasn't going to wait for it to come from the US. So I just ordered those. I'm waiting for that to come in and I'll eventually start that. I still haven't finished February. I haven't even started March, so I'll get to that eventually. I know the 4th Dragon in the Dragons A Field Guide Stitch Along by Climbing Goat Designs is coming out as well. I still haven't finished the 1st Dragon. Then there's the Deadly Aquarium Stitch Along starts this month as well. It's going to be a big month. But I also am starting a stitch along this weekend with my best friend Cassandra and Mel, and we are starting the hashtag Evie Kitty Sal, which makes no sense, but there will be a photo of what this pattern looks like. So Cass wrote in the group, sent this photo in the group chat to me and Mel, and I have had this pattern for ages and needed an excuse to start it. So I'm like, Sal, question mark? So we're starting it on Saturday. So when you're watching this video, this video comes out Sunday my time, so I will have already started this, so you will have a new start in the next video. But I am stitching it on this 18 count. Oh my god, there isn't the names on the card in the thing. It's a Mystic Fabrics fabric that I'm pretty sure I got from Mel. And I'm doing it on this, and I think it's going to be amazing. So I have that starting. What are my other plans? I don't know. You know, I'm going to spin a wheel and hopefully if the prompt fits a fandom prompt, I'm going to do it. I need, and I said this during Wish, I need to whip down. She says that she starts something new on the weekend. Yeah, I need to whip down. So I need to get some of my older projects finished. I know a lot of them are full coverage because that's what I was stitching back then. But there's a lot that's not, and I need to get them done. So I need to get a move on and do some things, but also I love starting new things. So, you know, it's a cycle. I do have a couple of bits of haul, and that's it. It's a short video this week because, you know, I didn't stitch much during Wish. It's different during Frogwarts because Frogwarts, the whole pattern doesn't fit every like stitching challenge, whereas Winter in Stars Hollow, working on the pattern fit every prompt, even if it didn't have the actual thing in it. It's just one of the rules because it's the chill retreat. Because Frogwarts is competitive, not the band sampler doesn't fit every single prompt, so you need other projects as well. Actually, speaking of which, I have a new design. I need to put it up on my shop. I'm going to get Ross to insert a photo. So this is the small I stitched for my smalls recipient for Winter in Stars Hollow. I have no idea who received it because nobody ever contacted me or shared it in the group, so I have no idea where it is. If you have it, you have my model stitch. Yay. Yeah, so I designed this for the smalls exchange for Winter in Stars Hollow. It was gifted to everybody in the Winter in Stars Hollow Facebook group for free, just as a, you know, thank you for the 4 years. And yeah, so I just wanted to do something nice and share that with them. However, I am going to list it for sale in my Ko-Fi. It will be linked down below. But yeah, I smell snow. Little Gilmore Girls tribute. It will be listed on Ko-Fi, so if you want to buy it, feel free, hop over there and treat yourself. And I have got another chart. I've just finished charting. I say finished charting. I finished charting it like 3 weeks ago. I just haven't stitched it yet. But it is for my Crescent City friends. It is ridiculous, but I am here for it because it's hilarious. So that will be going up at some point as well. Who knows? But yeah, that is my little shop info. I did get some haul. Not too much because last week was crazy, but I got the Tea Rose Even Weave from Sew It All Australia. This is obviously the leftover piece from my Scary sampler. And then Crafty Threads was doing a clearance on some of their fabrics in the Cross Stitch Australia Facebook group, I think. And when I say like discounted, she was clearing them out like discounted. They're still in the fabric, so they're still in the packaging, so I do apologize for the crinkles. I got the 32 count Murano, which is an even weave, in the color Vintage Blue, and this is 140 by 50 centimeters. I'm not sure how I feel about the modeling, but one side is printed, one side is not, so I can always dye it if I need. So that's the first one I got. I got the brown, which I don't like the modeling. I like the other side of it. So I'll most likely stitch anything on the plain side, but I got brown. It's good to have a neutral. And then I got a full meter of 25 count even weave. And I'm going to put that down because it's loud. And she also sent me a little free gift of a pink tape measure, which matches my purple one. So, oh, I just knocked my camera. So yeah, that is literally my haul. This is a very short video and I do apologize. Yeah, Ross has been furiously editing the travel videos. He has completed, I want to say like 6 videos. He's been furiously working on them. They will be going up at some point. I don't know. I think we were talking May.
Liz, we were talking May. We were talking May 12th. The first episode will go up May 12th. That's the travel day. May 12th, which I think is a Sunday. Saturday, Sunday. I'm not sure how the American Australian time zones work, but yeah, the first episode of our travel vlog series to LA will be May 12th or 11th. I'm not sure. I'm not good with time zones. Enjoy. Back to Liz.
And I will also have a video coming out soon. By soon, I don't know when. Later in the year, mid-year, closer to Frogwarts, that I will be filming with the lovely Miss Chloe for some Frogwarts tips and tricks. And we have been brainstorming a list. We just need to discuss filming dates and upload dates. So we shall see what happens. That's all I got. I need to stop waffling. I've got 15 minutes of my lunch break left to scarf down some food and get back to work because it's real busy. So yeah, let me know what you're working on. If we're working on any of the same projects, let me know. If you want to join the EV Kitty Sow, shoot me a message. We don't have a chat group or anything. The chart is from Glitch Stitch AU. So if you want to join in or you are stitching it, use the hashtag. We're starting on Saturday and I cannot wait. So that's all I got. Do all the YouTubey things, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.